Hello snowboarders of the internet, I'm your host Avran LeFeber, and in this video we're going to be reviewing the Yes Creamy Halldor edition. Now if you're thinking of picking this board up or anything else mentioned in this review, we do have affiliate links down in the description below. And if you're going to your local shop, slap them a high five and say we sent you in. This board features good old-fashioned traditional camber with Y3D. That Y3D bevels up the contact points, reducing that edge bite and just changing how it initiates on turns, while that traditional camber is going to give you all the load, pop, snap, and drive out of this board. This board's available in 150, 153, 156, and 159. I rode this board at Copper Mountain in the spring on a sunny bluebird day. There was warmer temps, perfect hero snow with a little bit of slush in spots on the lower. There wasn't too much chop and chunder when I got out there because, well, at that time of the year, pretty much everyone had packed it in. And I used my Rome Black Label bindings and my K2 Thraxis boots on this board. People are going to see the Halldor name on this and think this board is stiffer than it is. It's above a full-blown jib noodle, but it's below a middle-of-the-road park flex. It's basically a jib board with snap. You got more play in the tips. It's just way easier to press into it, to flex into it, and then it's slightly stiffer through the insert packs in the middle of the board. The torsional flex matches up to that. It's really easy to twist this thing, and when it comes to stability, keep your knees bent. You're gonna feel anything and everything. You get up to speed, that nose starts to flat, and it resonates back underfoot. You get into slightly chewed up terrain, this thing can get knocked around. It's a very lively board. You're going to feel everything with it, so you have to be prepared for that. There is a lot of camber in this board, and I mean a lot. It's got the most out of any of the Yes boards that I've been on, and as such, when you load it up, there's a ton of rebound to it. So if you don't know how to load up traditional camber, I would strongly recommend that you do, but when you do load this up, it's gonna boost you to the moon. The more you put in, the higher and further you're gonna go with this thing. You can send a side hit, you can launch a roller, you can ollie a slow sign, you can ollie a whole family of fat skiers that are standing. They haven't fallen over yet, but they're top heavy. They're going to. You can clear them. And when you do, maybe that's what causes them to fall over. Boosting is easy on this thing. Now, when it comes to jumps, small, medium, and some large, it's gonna depend on the rider, are not gonna be a problem with this. The Y3D does aggressively bevel up that contact point, and with this having so much camber, you want to send it off a bigger jump, but you're going to lose some of that edge bite. That's just something you need to be aware of there. So for certain riders, they're probably going to have an issue with this. For some people, probably not. It kind of comes down to your competency and air awareness, but this thing sends it off a lip. You're going to just be able to boost and not have a problem with it. All right, we're about halfway through this review. Go down, give it a thumbs up, or don't. Who am I to tell you what to do? But if you like what we're doing, why don't you subscribe, click the bell, get those notifications. That way you're not missing any of the programming we've got coming out for you. You can get weird with this thing because it has such a spooned out tip with that Y3D. It's not gonna catch out there, and the flex point is midway back from the tip kick to the inserts. So on the nose and the tail, you can basically just leverage your weight and feel it lock in. Get sideways, press hard, do what you need to do. And even with that abundance of camber, it doesn't fight you, but it will subtly pop you back out. And when it comes to jibbing, this thing, it jibs. Even for having an abundance of camber, if you know how to press, you're gonna lock in and be able to engage that to push into the feature to snap out of it, whether you're on your nose or your tail. Going sideways, you can take this thing from the top rope and not worry about it. It's really gonna cradle around that feature and hold for you. If you know what you're doing, you're gonna have a good time. If you don't, you might wanna look at something else. This board carves a little bit unique. You have that Y3D, so it's gonna dissipate the edge hold out at the contact points, but you've got an abundance of camber. So you're basically moving the initiation back. With that Y3D, it makes it fluid and smooth. It rolls and transitions from toe to heel, back and forth with minimal effort. But when you're on edge, you're basically gripped closer to underfoot. So a lot of ankle steering is gonna take place here. and that helps you with those short, tight, quick carves and medium, mellow carves. When you go to do a deep, hard, aggressive carve, that's when you learn where the limitations are. So if you load it into the camber, you're pushing off the tail to drive the board, you're losing that edge bite. It's bringing it back more underfoot. So you're gonna end up sitting on that back foot a little bit differently. And that's not gonna be for everyone. You've gotta kind of understand that. It's a park board first. It's not an all mountain board. So taking it all mountain, you'll find the limitations. In the park, not so much. It's fine for setting up, going into a feature, or just ripping around from one side to the other. Rider in mind, this is for the jib rider that wants a board with some snap, something that they can kind of do everything with, but jibbing and buttering are going to be its first forte. All right, like what we're doing and want to support us further? Swing on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP and become a member. Sure, I could tell you more here, but I got a video over there that explains it so much better. I actually really enjoyed this board, but yes, missed a marketing opportunity with this. It should have been called the Creamy Halldor with the Y full capitalized like Yes has been doing with their tech, so the Y3D and whatnot. Then they could have had the extremely creamy Halldor with the Halldor Cream Extreme. Think about that. That's a missed marketing opportunity and they did not see it. But by and large, the snap on this board is great. You got a ton of camber. It's still playful where it counts. I like Y3D. It's not overwhelming compared to other 3Ds out there. It makes itself a little bit more versatile. You can feel that in there. It's not gonna be for everyone, and some people might complain about that edge hold at the contact point for the amount of camber that this has. But by and large, Yes is reinventing itself and it shows, and they're doing a great job this season. Comparable boards, the Rome Artifact, the Rossignol Ampage, the Ride Kink. Binding recommendations, the Yes IPO, the Salomon District, the Union Ultra. All right, this has been my review of the Yes Cream Halldor, but as I think it should be called, the Creamy Halldor. Get on it, Yes, you know you want to. If you're not feeling this board, go watch one of our other reviews.